What's banging and swanging, LAU gang gang? Today I'm going to share with you my recipes on how I cooked frog legs 3 different styles. I fried them up. We did regular fried frog legs, buffalo style frog legs, and we did hot Cheetos fried frog legs. So I hope you're ready for this recipe because it's a humdinger. So stay tuned and let's get into these recipes. First off, as you can see here, I'm cleaning my frog legs. I rinsed them off really well, and I started cutting the frog legs in half so we would, have more frog legs this way. So I'm currently just cleaning them at the moment. After cleaning my frog legs, the first season I used was my accent seasoning. The accents the accent enhances the flavor of your food. This is one of my favorite go-tos. Accent. I love my accent. Next up, I used the Meat Mitchell Naked seasoning that I purchased from my store, my favorite store of all, my favorite convenience store of all, Bucky's. So the next season I used was my Bangkok Penzini seasonings. I used that. As you can see, a couple of the legs had slid by a sister. I had to go ahead and dig off up in there and get them too so they could get in that doggone seasoning. We can't be lacking on the seasoning. Sister got to have some flavor to her food. Got to have my flavor. After I got all my seasoning on, you just have to toss it up really good and make sure the seasoning is all over all of the legs. You don't want to fall short nowhere. So you gotta toss up your meat. Let me see you toss it up. Toss it up. So after I seasoned up my meat, got 2 eggs and some flour. Put the eggs in my little container. That's gonna be used as my binder for when I get ready to double dip some of the legs. You will see as we get into this video, the double dipping got a little tedious, and a sister just started single dipping some as it got close to the end. Cause I had so many, I didn't realize it was so many frog legs. So I got my bag, put me some flour in it so I could toss my legs up in the flour. Battering up the frog legs, I took each frog leg, dipped it into the flour, then put it in the egg wash and back into the flour. After I shook it up, I placed each frog leg onto a pan or whatever type of container you're using. In the beginning, I was doing them one by one, but as time went on, it was starting to get a little bit time consuming. So I speeded up and started dropping multiple in, and then I started single dipping because the double dipping can take long. So battering up the legs. We're gonna speed through this process and move on through this video. So here I'm adding my grease to my pot, and we're gonna wait a little bit until the grease actually hits about 350 degrees. And once we do, we're gonna start dropping in the legs. Get them legs in there and let them get to frying. Let that grease do what it do. Snap, crackle, and pop, baby. We getting it popping now. It's on and popping. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Cook them legs. After letting the legs cook for about 5 minutes, I started to prepare my buffalo sauce for the buffalo style frog legs. So I used the French's Red Hot Wings buffalo sauce, and I put that in a container and put it to the side. And as the legs were ready to come out, I just tossed them into the buffalo sauce. And this is how I made my buffalo wings. And you just repeat this process if you're going to be cooking your frog legs buffalo style. While I was tossing my legs in the buffalo sauce, I preheated my oven to 250. Just repeat the process. Next up, the Flamin' Hot Cheeto style frog legs. Got me a container, and I poured me some grind hot Cheetos onto the container. And I slowly transferred the legs over to the Cheetos and piled the Cheetos on top of the frog legs. Once I placed the Cheetos on top of the legs, I got a pan for baking. After placing some non-stick spray onto the pan, I piled the hot Cheetos fried frog legs into the pan and placed them in the oven. Placing the legs in the oven was just keeping them warm until you got ready to serve them. Bon appetit. And there you have it. Buffalo fried frog legs, original fried frog legs, and Cheeto Flamin' hot fried frog legs. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And we will see you in the next video.